HMI Gap is the High Mountain Institute's GAP program for students who are in between high school and college who want kind of a different outdoor experience instead of the more typical high school to college path.
I just kept thinking to myself, man, 3 months is not enough time to turn around from high school to college.
I sought a program to just introduce me to 3 months of firsts, and I've really gotten that, and it feels really freeing. Learning to ski and rock climb and backpack for the first time, and doing it in such a supportive and excited community.
At HMI Gap, we have 3 different types of semesters: a trek semester, a rock semester, and a traverse semester. The trek semester is primarily backpacking focused, the rock semester is primarily rock climbing focused, and the traverse semester is a mix of rock climbing and backpacking. And all these semesters take place here in the American West as well as in Chilean Patagonia.
It's like a crazy thing to just put that pack on and just walk.
I had never been backpacking before, and it was one of the best times of my life. I loved it.
Even in the hard parts of our first expedition, I was always just really proud of myself.
I think that it's been kind of one of the most empowering experiences I've ever had.
The climbing, the backpacking, the skiing, I think those are vehicles for facilitating the group dynamics that we are super proud of. I think that is what makes these programs so special.
HMI! Woo!
The desert's been really amazing because it's a completely different landscape. I'm used to lots of trees and lots of rivers, a much greener East Coast, and you feel so small surrounded by all this rock and sand, and it's just really magnificent.
HMI has a really incredible programming that encourages leadership building and community especially.
Get to explore yourself in the wilderness. There's nothing better than being out here.
You find this vulnerability with these people that I don't think you would get in any other setting. Something so special about when it's dark and you're looking up at the stars and you can't really see each other's faces, but you feel each other's presence, and you're just talking about things that make you afraid, and it's just things that you would never talk about with other people in a setting that you would never get, and you're kind of opening your heart to people you just met a week ago.
Everyone in the group is kind of in a similar place where we all want to empower each other to be the best versions of ourselves.
Students are inclusive and fun-loving and goofy, and I think we provide an opportunity for everybody to be their authentic selves. The growth that I see in our students has a lot to do with willingness to take risks and to gauge what appropriate risks are, willing to put yourself out there and try something, and willing to fail forward in this really growth-oriented way.
They encourage us to, reevaluate our own personal land ethic and relationship to nature and how humans interact with nature and what's ethical and what's not.
The instructors at HMI are all really helpful because they are willing to help you wherever you're coming from.
I think a gap year, and specifically HMI Gap, is one of the best decisions I've ever made. Coming here to take time for myself, to grow myself before kind of starting an entirely new chapter of my life.
It's definitely a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. A lot of unique things I learned here and have been through here that are really going to impact a lot of the way I see things in the rest of my life.
I wish that this is how I had learned all through high school.